Welcome, friends, truth seekers, and keepers of ancient wisdom. Today, we embark on a journey to listen to the voices of the sky, to explore sacred prophecies and the powerful signs written in the heavens. Stay with us as we uncover messages that may change the way you see the world and your place within it. For the Lakota people, the night sky is not silent. It breathes. It remembers. It speaks. The stars are not distant fires, but the campfires of ancestors. The planets are not cold stones, but messengers that walk the Creator's path. And when the heavens shift in rare and dramatic ways, it is not by chance. It is a message. Among the most powerful of these messages are the eclipses. The black sun. When the moon steps between earth and sun, casting a shadow over the day, is seen as a temporary death of light, a pause in the heartbeat of the world. It marks a great turning, when the balance of all things trembles. The red moon, when Earth's shadow stains the full moon blood red, signals a time of testing. It is the earth whispering, "Prepare yourself. Change is coming." Some Lakota elders say that when the black sun and the red moon appear close together in time, the sky is announcing a passage, the closing of one age and the dawn of another. It is a warning, but also a promise. In our own time, the pattern of the heavens has brought such moments near once again. Scientists record them as dates on a calendar, matters of geometry and light. But to those who walk the old path, they are more. They are a call to remember who we are, to stand in balance with the earth, and to meet the coming changes. With courage and prayer, the sky will speak. The question is, will we listen? The Lakota have always watched the heavens, not through glass lenses, but through the long memory of relationship. The stars are the star people, elders and relatives who dwell above. Each light carries a story, each movement a meaning. The sun is the father, giver of life, warmth, and strength. The moon is the grandmother, keeper of the night's rhythm, guardian of cycles, teacher of patience. When the two are disturbed, when the father's light is swallowed in a black sun, or the grandmother's face is stained red in a blood moon, the harmony of the sky trembles. For the Lakota, such events are never without purpose. They are not accidents, but messages. An eclipse is a moment when the world holds its breath, when the familiar order is undone. It is a summons to pray, to remember the delicate balance that keeps life in harmony. And when the shadow passes, the lesson remains. Light is precious because it can be lost. Balance is sacred because it can be broken. The sky changes, and so must we. In Lakota prophecy, the black sun is a rare and potent sign. When the moon passes before the sun, day surrenders to an eerie twilight, and the land holds its breath. Birdsong falters. Deer stand motionless. Even the wind seems to wait. The elders say that in that moment, the world is without a father. The warmth and protection of the sun is gone. It is a reminder that life is fragile, that the light we take for granted can be hidden in the span of a heartbeat. Old stories tell of black suns that came before great turning points. The death of a powerful leader, the breaking of a sacred agreement, the arrival of strangers whose presence would change the land forever. One elder teaching warns, when the black sun comes, it is not only the sky that is darkened. The hearts of the people may grow dark too, if they have turned away from the sacred ways. In prophecy, the black sun does not stand alone. When it comes near other signs, a blood moon, a wandering star, a strange alignment of the planets, it may mark a time of great trial. Such a time demands a choice: to walk again in harmony with all that lives, or to stumble deeper into chaos. The shadow passes, the light returns, but the question remains, What path will the people walk when the sky itself has reminded them? How quickly the day can turn to night. A lunar eclipse drapes the night in copper and crimson. The moon, the grandmother, has always been the gentle mirror of the sun's light, guiding hunters, travelers, and dreamers through the long hours of darkness. But when her face turns red, the Lakota say it is no ordinary night. It is a warning, a message from the grandmother to her grandchildren. Prepare yourselves. The road ahead will not be easy. Some call it the moon of blood, not for violence itself, but for the deep sacrifice and upheaval it foretells. It speaks of trials to come, when the people's spirit will be tested, and only those who hold fast to the sacred ways will endure. Old stories tell of a year when the red moon rose 3 times. Each eclipse was followed by famine, by storms that reshaped rivers and plains, and by the restless movement of whole nations. The people remembered, and they watched the skies more carefully ever after. To the Lakota, the red moon is also a veil, thinning between the seen and the unseen. It is a time when the voices of the ancestors may be heard more clearly, when prayers travel farther, and when choices carry greater weight. The eclipse passes, and the grandmother's silver light returns. But for those who have listened, her red warning lingers, a reminder that each of us must be ready in heart and spirit for whatever comes with the next turning of the sky. In Lakota prophecy, when the black sun and the red moon appear close together, it is more than coincidence. It is a sacred moment, a doorway opening between worlds. For a brief time, the veil between spirit and flesh thins, and the unseen walks closer to our own. It is a time of reckoning, when the choices of humanity are laid bare, before both Creator and creation. Though rare, such celestial pairings have marked pivotal chapters in history. They have accompanied the migration of peoples, the breaking of old orders, and the stirring of great conflict. Elders say that when these 2 signs draw near, the final days are at hand, a time of purification unlike any before. The old ways, steeped in corruption and imbalance, will be swept away in fire and shadow. But from that destruction, a renewed earth will rise, cleansed, healed, and ready for a new beginning. This is a call to watch, but not with fear. It is a call to prepare, to walk in harmony with the earth and the spirit, to open the heart to wisdom, and to stand firmly on the path of truth. The sky will speak its ancient language once again. Will we listen? Will we answer the call? The time is coming, and when it arrives, our unity with the sacred balance will be tested like never before. For the Lakota people, the arrival of an eclipse is not a moment to turn away in fear. It is a sacred invitation, a time to engage deeply in prayer, song, and ritual. These moments are tests, not of physical endurance, but of spiritual alignment. During a black sun, when the moon swallows the sun and day falls into shadow, prayers rise to the Creator to call back the light, to remind the Great Spirit that the people still walk the good path. It is a plea for balance, a reaffirmation of commitment to the sacred laws that hold the world together. When the red moon stains the night in blood-hued light, the prayers shift inward, cleansing the heart, seeking guidance and strength to face the trials that lie ahead. Elders warn that those who mock or ignore these signs risk losing their way, walking in darkness long after the sky has cleared. But beyond these spiritual practices lies a deeper prophetic message, one spoken in the language of sky and earth, carried through generations by the elders and the sacred fires. Among the Lakota and other Plains tribes, there are teachings of a time when the earth itself will be out of balance, when waters rise beyond their bounds, winds roar with fury, and animals vanish into silence. In this dark hour, the sky will deliver clear warnings, A black sun followed closely by a red moon is said to be such a warning, a cosmic sign that humanity stands at a crossroads. The choices made in this time will determine the fate of the world, whether it will heal and be renewed, or collapse into chaos and ruin. These ancient prophecies are not locked in a distant past. Many elders see their words unfolding now in the face of climate change, the mass extinction of species, and the growing divisions among people. The signs in the heavens urge us to return to balance, to remember the sacred relationships between all living things, and to walk humbly upon the earth. This is a call not just to watch the sky, but to open our hearts, to listen, to pray, and to act with reverence and courage. For when the veil thins and the shadows lengthen, it is not enough to simply see the signs. We must choose to walk in the light. In the last decade, North America has witnessed several major eclipses, moments when day turned to night and the moon painted the sky in copper and shadow. The total solar eclipse of August 2017 was a spectacle that crossed the continent. And soon, on April 8, 2024, another total eclipse will sweep the land, followed by a rare lunar eclipse later that year. For those who hold to Lakota prophecy, these are not mere coincidences or celestial happenstance. They are part of a larger cosmic pattern, a dance of light and shadow that calls us to pay attention. The closeness of these eclipses recalls the sacred pairing of the black sun and red moon, a sign that we may be living through a turning point in the story of the earth and its people. Western astronomy explains these events through the precise dance of planets and moons, orbital mechanics, and celestial geometry. But Lakota wisdom asks a deeper question. How these events happen is less important than why. The black sun and red moon are not punishments, nor do they bring doom. They are wake-up calls, urgent reminders that the earth and all her creatures deserve honor and respect. Elders often say, "The sky does not lie. It tells the truth in ways we cannot ignore." To witness these signs is to be given a choice to turn toward the sacred, to walk in balance with the land, to remember the old teachings that bind us to the Creator and to each other. In this way, eclipses are less about predicting disaster and more about offering the chance for renewal, a moment to pause, reflect, and recommit to the sacred path. The skies are speaking. The question is, are we ready to listen? In today's world, where city lights blur and dim the stars, it is easy to forget that the sky was once humanity's greatest teacher. But the Lakota remind us, the heavens still speak. They speak in the dance of the constellations, in the steady path of the moon, and in the brief, haunting moments when the sun or moon vanishes from our sight. Among these signs, the black sun and the red moon hold profound power, echoes of the final days, but also the promise of a new beginning. Whether seen as prophecy or poetry, these celestial events invite us to live with greater awareness, to honor the rhythms of the earth, and to listen to the wisdom of our ancestors. As the next eclipses draw near, perhaps we can pause, look up to the heavens, and remember an ancient truth. The sky is not distant or separate from us. It is part of us, woven into our stories, our spirits, and our lives. When the sun disappears, when the moon turns red, it is not just the world outside that changes. It is a call to awaken the light within, to walk gently on this earth, to cherish what is sacred, and to choose the path of balance and harmony. The sky speaks still, if only we are willing to listen. Thank you for joining us on this path of discovery and reflection. If this message touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, so these ancient teachings may continue to live and inspire. Your support helps keep the sacred stories alive. Until we meet again, watch the skies, guard your spirit, and walk in balance.